I need to clean up my trailer. I know. I know, Big Son, you probably gonna leave that in the comments. That's 2 down. I made a short at the first property. All right, good morning, y'all. Yeah, I hit my new property. Yeah, we at the new property. Alright guys, so we cut the grass. I know some of y'all looking at it like, look at all those thick spots of the, you know, the overgrown grass. But the property management company, they just want somebody to cut it all the way down to 2 inches. And at first I was like, man, ain't no way in the world I'm gonna do that. But then I remembered it's a property management company. They want me to take pictures of before and after, measure it and all that. So I'm gonna do what they want. I'm gonna go above and beyond. But that 0 turn still hanging in there, the Honda, I don't know what's going on with that. I had to pull it like 6 times. Then it started shooting out a little bit of black smoke. I think the oil low. I think the oil low. But yeah, I'm about to go back down this line right here on the edge with the trimmer. Then we're gonna blow off, take our pictures, and we out of here. All right, Big Son. The last time I was over here, I did an estimate. And you said 600 for the shrubs is too much. So I want you to look at this now. This shrub is at least my size. That's 1. I want you to look at where the camera at and look how tall these shrubs is. They want all of this cleaned up. They want me to clean up all of this, go through there, clean up this, clean up that, clean up this shrub, or whatever this is, clean up all this, clean up that over there. Let's keep on going down. I don't know if they want me to clip these little long strings out of that. 9 times out of 10, they do. Hold on now, hold on. We ain't done yet. This shrub, clean up all this area. Clean up this shrub. Clean up all of this. And back to this one. So yeah. Wait, no. Hold on. I ain't show you these. All of these. That one in the corner. That one. All of this. They want it cleaned up and removed now. All of this. And that one. And you tell me 600 is too high for that? I should charge them 8. But they did agree to the estimate. Like right now I'm doing the grass. They wanted me to take 80, but I told them no way. $100 if you wanted a good dependable cut. But yeah, like I said, if I can get 600 for those shrubs, I can mail you a box of donuts. Yard Masters Lawn Care. So today, this morning, because you probably watched the clips from my previous video. This morning, I'm at my first property. This is a lady that didn't pay me one time. She paid me half the money. So ever since then, she has to pay me up front. And we just showed up to the property. We haven't received the payment yet. Usually, I gotta give me some new boots, guys. But usually, I show up, I send her a text about 30 minutes before I show up. Money is in the account. I'm here, no money in the account. So, I'm gonna take my time to get ready. Because I'm not getting burnt again. So the question of the video, would y'all use a stand-on mower to cut this whole yard? Alright guys, so some of y'all are probably wondering why I don't edge this property. And you're probably also wondering why I missed a few spots in the flower bed. I charge extra for the flower bed, but she sent me a little $10 tip. So I figured I'd do a little bit more. $10 ain't gonna cover those edges though, so yeah. No sir. But yeah, guys, hopefully we in the truck by next week. I found somebody that said they could fix the problem. It's all about how much, though. In the last few days, I done spent about $300-400 on that truck. We had to buy the new coils. That was $160. Sparks, $80. I put a fuel pump on it when I first started. This is when I first started messing with it. That was like $140. Then, what else we do? You know, we bought a few things. I bought a stereo for it. Because, you know, that's one thing you got to have in lawn care. Music, AC, and water. But yeah. We headed to the next property. We got 4 on schedule, and we just had 2 calls. One of the calls was 3 acre. Well, I ain't gonna say 3 acre. He said he got a few acres. And from the Google, let me pause my music. From the Google picture I seen, it's at least 2 acres. So hopefully we can get him on schedule, because those are people closer to my area. I love the yards I got, but I'm tired of driving like 20 minutes to each yard, 20-30 minutes to each yard. The farthest yard I got, I'm not gonna lie guys, is like 40 minutes. But I drive 40 minutes that way. Yes, I know some of y'all like, oh my God. But yeah, I drive 40 minutes one way. Knock out, I think it's like 12 properties, 12, 13 properties. I tried to do them in one day, but guys, I don't know what it is, but I salute all y'all guys out there doing 10 plus yards a day. My maximum I'm comfortable with is 8. After 8, I start getting mad, angry. Like, nah, I don't like being like that. And I don't care how much water I drink. That's why I gotta stop and get on my cooler. I don't care how much water I drink and what I eat, fruit and all that. After 8 yards, that's all I want to do in one day. Because just imagine 8 yards, and I'm starting to get $80 yards or more. I have a few 50s and 60s, but out of like 30 properties, I probably got 8 of those. The rest of my properties, 80 and up, 100, 120, 120 weekly. Got this property right now. Getting me a little something to drink. All right, got some water up there. The long story short, we charge $65 for this property. This property takes me 20 minutes. I've been here like 30 right now, but when I'm hustling, it only takes like 25 minutes, 20 minutes. But yeah, he's out of town. He paid me last visit for this visit. I like stuff like that. If you could pay me on a monthly basis or before the cut or 2 weeks in advance, you're a golden customer with me. And I do extra stuff. Like, I don't usually do walkways with rocks and stuff like that, but since he needed it done, I mean, you know, since his yard needed it, I went ahead and did it for free. But make sure you charge for concrete treatments and rocks, because guys, I'm telling you, if you mess around and bust the window out, they're gonna want you to pay for it. So make them pay for the service. All right, guys. So, $50 property. And we knocked it out in 20 minutes. Water. Alright guys, we on the way to another estimate. Well, the first estimate, we got another one to go after this, but this is a new neighborhood. Hopefully we can land the client. This is why I tell you guys, this is why I charge This is why usually I would charge for an estimate. This lady done had me come all y'all here to her property. Now I want y'all to look at this. I want y'all to look at this. She want me to seed and aerate this whole backyard, right? Now mind you, gas property. And then she talking about she want to put rock all down up and through here. Like, that's why I say people want to spend a whole bunch of money on what they want, but want somebody to do it for cheap. And no, sir, that's not me. That's why I say I'm happy she probably will go the opposite direction, because whenever I get done with this estimate and this price, I'm finna to stick it to her ass. But yeah, wasted my time. Let me go ahead and crank up my vehicle and head to the next estimate. Because like I said, I'd rather her tell me no. Because like I told her, the last guy, she said it was doing it for 65. There's no way in hell that guy was charging 65. No, he probably was. And like she said, he's kind of flaky about showing up. Honestly, man, I would be flaky for showing up too. For $65 damn dollars. Alright guys, as y'all can see, this right here is a very big property. What would y'all charge? What would y'all charge to mow a property this big now? And remember, he got ditches. He got about 3-4 sets of ditches. Take some pictures.